So let us start talking of the cardiovascular system today. Before we approach a case of cardiovascular system, we have to understand three things about the heart. And they are all related to the function of the heart. You see the right atrium, the left atrium, the right ventricle and the left ventricle. The aorta goes out from the right ventricle. The pulmonary artery comes out like this and goes to the lung. The pulmonary veins bring back blood to the left atrium. The superior inferior vena cava bring back blood to the right atrium. And basically what happens is that the atria contract and the blood comes here, and this blood goes through the pulmonary artery into the lungs when the ventricle contracts. So there is the atrial systole and there is the ventricular systole. On the other hand, the oxygenated blood comes back through the pulmonary veins into the left atrium. It goes during the systole into the ventricle and then through the aorta into the rest of the body. So whenever these things are happening, if we place a catheter here and start recording the pressure, what will we get is what is called as the cardiac cycle. So let us see what we'll get. The first thing that will be recorded is that as soon as this is the pressure in the right ventricle, and now what has happened that there is an atrial systole, so it rises and it starts falling. Till then, the ventricle starts contracting. Now, as soon as the ventricle starts contracting, the pressure starts rising again, and as soon as it exceeds the atrial pressure, somewhere here, the atrioventricular walls close. And this generates the first heart sound. Of course, there are two components to this first heart sound, the tricuspid and the mitral. Now the atrioventricular valve is closed, but the pulmonary and the aortic walls are also closed. Therefore, this period when the pressure is rising and both walls are closed, the input walls are closed, the output walls are closed, is called as isovolumic systole. So this is called as isovolumic systole. And then the pressure exceeds the aorta and the pulmonary artery and these walls open. So this is known as ejection click. This is known as ejection click. And of course, there will be a pulmonary click and there will be a aortic click. So this sound consists of primarily two sounds. Then you start, the ventricular systole continues, there is the ejection phase, and then the ventricular systole finishes and the pressure starts dropping again. Now as the pressure starts dropping again and the pressure falls below the pressure of the pulmonary artery and the aorta, the aortic and the pulmonary valves close. This produces the second heart sound. And this second heart sound is of course aortic and pulmonary. So there are two components to it, aortic and pulmonary. And then atrioventricular, the pulmonary and the aortic walls are closed, and the aortic and the tricuspid and mitral walls are closed. Therefore, this phase is called as isovolumic diastole. Isovolumic, because the volume is constant, diastole. And then the pressure goes below here, and finally the atrioventricular walls open. And this is known as opening snap. Opening snap. And of course you have here the mitral and the tricuspid opening snap. And then the blood goes back and the pressure in the ventricle returns to normal. This is called as the rapid inflow phase. That is called as the rapid inflow phase. Now, what we'll do is, on this cardiac cycle, we will assume that the mitral valve is diseased or the aortic valve is diseased, and